Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Uh, Welcome to Frisco City, Alabama. Now, Frisco City, Alabama is a town that is located in the southwest Alabama region. It is 79 miles northeast of Mobile, which is going to be the closest metro area to here. Now, as far as it goes for many of your basic amenities, most people that live here are going to drive about 9 miles south of here to Monroeville, Alabama, which I will be doing that video eventually. I thought I've already done it, but I didn't. But Monroeville, Alabama is going to be where you're going to go for many of your amenities, to include employment opportunities. And if I can remember off the top of my head, I think the population in Monroeville is about, I want to say it's about 5,000-ish population. So this is one of those towns to where if you don't need to be close or don't want to be real close to a major metro, this could be a good place for you. Like if some of the neighboring towns to this one have enough amenities and entertainment to where you don't feel the need to be that close to a metro, this could be a good place for you. But if you're one of those people that you want to be not too far from a major city, this is not going to be your city. Like I told you a second ago, Mobile, Alabama is 79 miles northeast of here. So, no, it's southwest of here, sorry. So, this is one of those small towns where, it's, at least from what I was able to see, it appears to be a nice, quiet, small town. So if you're looking, I know some of the locals down here might get upset when I say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. But for those of you that are looking to move down here that might be from the north, maybe you're looking for a warmer climate and you're looking for a small town living, this could be your place. As you guys can see, many of these houses do come with sizable lots. You don't got houses smashed in together sitting on top of each other like you do in, let's say, many smaller towns up in Indiana. So, not that, I'm not talking bad about Indiana, I'm just making a comparison. And that's one thing I like about many of these small towns here in Alabama. I realize that they're not perfect, and you got your imperfections in many of these small towns as you do anywhere else in the country. But one thing I like about small towns down here in Alabama is many of your houses do come with a sizable lot. You're not sitting on top of each other like you are in many places throughout the Midwest. And you get, and your property taxes are about among the nation's lowest. Like, an example, like the small town where I live right now, here in Alabama, I got about an acre lot. My house is a little over 1,500 square feet. And my annual property taxes are less than $550 a year. what? I take that back. They raised it up a little bit, but still, my property taxes annually are less than $600 a year. Now, up in Indiana, with the house I have up in Indiana, now that house, the lot size is about, I want to say, 8,000 square feet, give or take. The square footage of the house is a little over 1,100 square feet. But my annual property taxes on that house, if I would have stayed up there and I would have become a full-time resident, I would have got a homestead, which basically cuts your property taxes in half. Now, if I would have done that up in Indiana, my property taxes annually would have still been at $800 a year. So that just gives you guys a little bit of a comparison of how much cheaper it is property tax wise here in Alabama compared to even Indiana. Which Indiana, by the way, their tax rates are fairly low compared to many other states. So I just wanted to give you the guys that quick comparison. I'm not trying to get everybody and their brother and their sister to move here to Alabama. I mean, I'm selfish. I enjoy Alabama for what it, for what it currently is. It's not like overpopulated. You don't got people walking on top of each other. I mean, it's definitely not like Tennessee. But, I try to, but for some of you that do want to relocate and you're looking at relocating here to Frisco City, I just wanted to put some information out. Now, the population here is currently sitting at 1,170 people. And the population has declined by 10.6% as of 2020 census. Now, as of 2022, the population has declined an additional 2.6%, bringing down the population to 1,139 people. Now, during the 2010 census, the population was at 1,309 people. And Frisco City has been losing people since the 2000 census. Now, before the 2000 census, from 1910, when they first began to record the census, up until 1990, Frisco City was a growing community. And then all of a sudden in 2000, rather than growing, they started to shrink. Now, I will say the only year between 1910 and 1990 that this city has lost people was during the 1940 census, where they lost 2.6% of its population. But other than that, they've been growing. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, in 2000, they just quit growing and they began to shrink. Now, the largest racial groups are going to be 53% white, 44% black, 1.5% Native American, and 1% Hispanic. Now, here's a little bit of history about the city. Now, Frisco City started out as two communities named Lufkin and Snyder. These communities were put together and then incorporated as the town Jones Mill in 1909. Jones Mill was the owner of the local grist mill. The town's name was then changed to War Megar Jail. Megar, yeah, I think it's Megar Jail. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find how to properly pronounce his last name. But anyhow, we'll just say Ward. So Ward was born. Ward. Now, so the name of the town was changed to Ward Megar Jail on the 4th of November in 1913. Now, Ward was the owner of the Gulf, Florida, and Alabama Railroad. The town name changed back to Jones Mill in 1919. And then in 1928, this town was renamed Frisco City. And this town was named partially after San Francisco, California. Now, as far as it goes for the crime here, fortunately, is fairly low. Now, some people might argue with me and tell me, oh, it's low because they're not bothering to report their numbers, and that could be true. I don't know. So, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna go off of what I've researched and what's actually in black and white for me. And what that is violent crime. 3.5 people out of 1,000 people will most likely become a victim of violent crime, which is lower than the national average of 4 people becoming a victim of violent crime out of 1,000 people. Property crime here is also fairly low too. For property crime, 14.9 people out of 1,000 will most likely be a victim of some sort of property crime. Now, the national average is 20 people out of 1,000 people will most likely become a victim of property crime. So crime for violent property here does appear to be lower than national average. Now, if you're looking to live here and you're looking just to pay rent, your median rent prices are going to go from $550 to $1,060 a month. Now, your starting home prices here, at least for right now, will be $130,000. And if you're looking to live here, maybe you don't have a job lined up yet. And you're trying to figure what kind of jobs are out here. Well, the largest industries here are going to be manufacturing, healthcare, and retail. Kind of like what I've told you guys on previous videos I've been making recently of South Alabama. If you choose to move here, or even if you choose to move down the street in Monroeville, my suggestion would be to come here with a skill. It could be truck driving, it could be electrical work, it could be plumbing, it could be construction. But if you choose to move in many of these communities in southern Alabama, and many of these small rural communities, if you come down here with a skill set, if you come down here with a trade, knowing a trade, then you'll be okay, you'll be set. Most likely it's not going to take you real long to look for work. also, obviously, when it comes to healthcare, I would say in a community, I would say in this region of Alabama, I would say about the only college degree that will be worth that would be worth the paper that is printed on. It's gonna be a college degree in something that's, perhaps in the medical field, like nursing, for an example. MD. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. Alright, folks. I can't really think of anything else to say in terms of my commentary. I do not want to get into a bad habit of repeating myself and saying the same crap over and over. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Now, there's like I want to say, let me think here. There's like about 25 minutes left of the video. And I would love for you guys to stick around and watch it, so you can see more footage of the town. But as far as it goes for the commentary, that's all I gotta say. So if you like what I do on this channel, all you gotta do is give videos like this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and do that as well. It would very much be appreciated. And on that note, enjoy the rest of the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.